Welcome to the Shine Your Light Network with host and founder, Robin Nicole. I believe that each person holds a set of gifts inside of them that are unique and special. I also believe that it is every person's job, so to speak, to shine their gifts out to the world in whatever way, shape, and form that feels right to them. When we go out into the world and shine our light, the whole world shines along with you. Here on the Shine Your Light Network, you will find inspiring and uplifting conversations along with special video blogs from my heart to yours. Please take whatever resonates and let the rest fall away. Hello, beautiful beings of light. How are you today? Today is the 10th of February, 2022, and I just woke up. I have been doing a lot of ruminating, meditating, really thinking about some information I've been reading this past couple of weeks. I have been delving into the Emerald Tablets and learning everything that I can about the Emerald Tablets and what the teachings are about, because I'm using those teachings in my masterclass and that I've been doing. And so I had been the last masterclass I did, I went around, we worked with the principles, the Hermetic teachings of the principles of mentalism and the principle of vibration. And I was just for the last little bit of time, I've been what am I going to be teaching in the new masterclass, the one that's happening on March 6th. I think it's March 6th. Let me make sure I got the right date. I don't want to tell everybody it's going to be happening when it's not happening. Yeah, March 6th is the next one. And so I had been nothing was coming through, and I've been trying to figure out some things in the Emerald Tablets. And there's a lot of information about the Flower of Life symbol and the seven, the seven lords. I'm not understanding them, and I'm just trying to figure out what is the truth, because there's so many different ways to understand these tablets, and there's so many people that have dissected them, and they take a different meaning off from them. There's different meanings, and people have different. It's like the Bible. You can read one passage, and you can be interpreted in so many different ways that it's I'm just trying to get down to what is the right thing. What is this all about? What is the meaning behind all of this? Trying to just really figure it out without the filters of us as humans. And so I woke up this morning, and I was basically saying, you need to channel Thoth. Well, I call him Thoth. So I looked up how do I pronounce his name, and nobody really actually knows the true way of saying it. Some people call it Thoth. Some people call it Thoth. Some people call it Thoth. And there's all different kinds of meanings of how to pronunciations. I mean, not meanings, pronunciations on it. So I'm going with what's comfortable for me. And for me, even if I'm not pronouncing it right, this is my way of pronouncing it as Thoth. Not Thoth, because there's a TH at the beginning. So I don't understand why some people are saying Thoth instead of Thoth. I don't know. It could be a way, because over here in Ireland, they can't say three like we say in the United States. We go three, like that, right? Everything comes out like tree, and for even my husband, for the life of him, he cannot say three. Okay, So that could be what it is, why they're calling it Thoth instead of Thoth. I don't know. So it's really not that big of a deal. The pronunciation is not that big of a deal. So I sat down and I'm like, I'm trying to connect with Thoth. And I actually started connecting, and then I started writing some things down, and then I thought, you know what, I think I will go into his, and I'll actually do a channeling of Thoth, and I will go back and look at my notes a little bit as I'm channeling if I need to, just to go into like what he was trying to say, because I kind of had to jot things down while I was getting it. So we're just going to take a moment, and I'm just going to connect to the energy of Thoth. The being of what we know as Thoth is here. We know him as the Atlantean, the master of mysteries, keeper of records, a mighty king, a magician that lived from generation to generation. And what I'm being shown here is he lived in the times of Atlantis. But he lived many eons and eons of times before that. What I'm seeing is that he lived at a time when humans had a much higher vibration. Maybe even back to the times of Lemuria, or even earlier than that. When people lived by the laws of the universe, before magic turned black, before humans were put into a cycle of being born, coming in as a 3-dimensional being, and spending all this time trying to raise your vibration, to be able to move past the vibration of going back into the cycles. And every time a human being would die, their human body would die, they would end up going into what is described as the halls of Amenti, where you would be basically recycled back through until you were able to raise your vibration of that of a star of pure light. And when you were able to finally move through all of these cycles and get to a point where when you pass through, you no longer have to go back into the recycling system of cycles. There have been many that have done this throughout time. You have one, the recent one that you know of is Yeshua. But there were so many Essenes and so many Gnostics and people that came in and basically learned the principles that I teach. I ask you today to go beyond the stories. Go beyond the glorification. Go beyond this and see the real truth. Thoth is what we made him out to be. A god. When truly he was only a messenger, a way-shower of freedom, as you are today. We all have the abilities to pass through the halls, through the cycles. And his story in the Emerald Tablets is only just one example. There are many ways to do this. There are so many interpretations of my work, he says. So many ways it can be construed and understood. He says, all I can ask of you is to take the symbol into your heart. The symbol that you would know of as the flower of life. And allow yourself to open the records to find the answers. My tablets are only there to help you remember. To help you remember that you are a star. You came from the stars. And you will go back to the stars. You have all you need inside of you. Keep striving to understand. Take the principles that I teach and the information given to you and use it to uplift and raise your frequency. For what we are really all striving for is to break the chains that bind us to the never-ending circle of cycles. To move through the flower, and learn the concepts around this flower. To move through the forever cycles in the dark halls of Mente. The information written on the tablets was written in a time where people only understood being ruled over. You need to take this into consideration when reading the information. If you take the symbol of the flower of life and place it in your heart, the information that comes forward will come to help you flow and move through your life. Your life is, in a way, an illusion, a drop in the bucket of the all. When you can understand that you are all one, when I am you and you are me, then you will begin to understand, as above, so below. My teachings were not meant to be unattainable, unreachable. The words were not meant to be taken literally. There are many hidden meanings in my teachings. Many can read it and still not understand. It is written in code to keep the teaching safe from those who would take them and use them for ill will purposes. I even give a warning to those who do such a thing. The main message and the main reason why I sat down and wrote the Emerald Tablets was to give you guidance on how to raise your vibration. So for those of you who understand, who work with the teachings and the principles, I ask that you go out, dear ones. Go out, dear ones, and be way showers of freedom, and teach to all the principles that I teach. Try them out. Free yourselves from the cycle of darkness, for only you can do this. Become a pillar of light. That is all I ask of you. So that is the teachings, our teaching from Thoth, our channeling from Thoth today. And I just want to take a second and thank Thoth for coming through and giving this message to us all. This message of that we are the stars, we are a star. We were always meant to be a star, and we're always meant to just shine our light out to the world and raise our vibration. So if you like this message and you want to hear more information and more things about what I do, I have many vlogs on my Shine Your Light network. You can just come and you can go through and look at them. They are timeless. Like the concepts and everything, the teachings that I have been doing for the last 2 years are timeless. You can use them to help you work through all types of issues. So I do suggest that you go back and look at some of my video blogs and get a chance to get to know me and get a chance to understand where I'm coming from. My message has always been the same. It hasn't changed. My message has always been to go out there and find your passion, find out what makes your heart sing, and then shine it out to the rest of the world. And when we all shine our lights out to the world, we make the world a better place. We are the ones that make the change. We make the change that way. And if you're interested in coming to my masterclass, there's a link below that will take you over to my website, and you can find out more information about my masterclass. And not only do I have my masterclass, but I have lots of different classes that I have been teaching. I have a crystal gazing class, a healing chamber class, the art of detachment, and the list goes on. So if you're interested in purchasing any of those classes, all that information is on my website. The link is there. And also, I do private sessions for people. And so I am going to leave with you just a little video that explains about my private sessions so that you can understand what it is that I do other than just coming on and doing video blogs out here on the Shine Your Light Network. And there will be a link in the description below if you would like to sign up for and book a private session. Just go ahead and book. I would love to do your private session. I do have a waiting list for private sessions. So when you do click on the link and go in and book your session, just know that there will be some sort of a little bit of a waiting list. So I will let you know through email how long of a wait it will be, and we will set up your appointment as soon as we can. So I will love you and leave you and send you off with so much love. My name is Robin Nicole, otherwise known as the Shine Your Light Lady. I offer one-on-one private online sessions where I connect you with your healing chamber, channel a special message from your spiritual team, and crystal gaze for you. If you book your session through my Divine Ray store, I will be donating a portion of your session towards future Divine Ray projects. The dream is to wake up one day on a new earth. These projects will help move us into the new golden age of time and an earth more geared towards unity consciousness. Click on the link below and book your private online session today.